Hello, good evening, and welcome to Kavanagh's of Portlaoise. We're called the Pale. Well, we're two of the Pale. And this is called A Pat You Can't Resist, is always on a slope. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have been floating on a dead sea with the old Gilgamesh. Drowned myself by the fire of 1666. I took a flame to Jonah, I used inside a fish. I climbed the Gothic steeple, got the lay of the land. My very best description is I look just like a man. Though my heart is made of darkness from the bottom of the Thames. Thou shalt not do whatever never meant that much to me. Give me good old sugary, give me vanity, give me greed. When I put this to my people, everyone agreed. You see, I gathered up some followers all along my way. Drunkards, thieves, vagabonds, infidels and strays, who loved the fire and brimstone in every speech I gave. And I was out there in the rain, snow and the frost. It only takes one of you to simply wander off and get the rest of the flock completely lost. I was out there in the rain, water dripping on my cloak. I offer you a glimmer, single glimmer of hope. It seems the patch you can't resist, it's always on a slope. I won you with the blue words of an old world hymn. I kissed you at the station as the steam closed in. You kicked those legs so high for me like an insect on a pin. I swore to keep your secrets safe within my fist. They would never pass the border of my dutiful lips. But if you make a target of your charity, I ain't gonna miss. You know I could convince you that I do not exist, and that moon above your house, it's nailed onto a stick, and the stars are shiny crowns of bald lunatics. I want more than just your signature to add them to my list. I want the beads from your brow, the pulse from your wrist. If you give me all your magic, I'll give you all my tricks. While I was out there in the rain, snow and the frost, it only takes one of you to simply wander off and get the rest of the flock completely lost. I was out there in the rain, water dripping on my cloak. I offer you a glimmer, single glimmer of hope. Seems the patch you can't resist, it's always on a slope. That you can't resist, it's always on a slope. It seems the that you can't resist, it's always on a slope. That you can't resist, it's always on a slope. Turns the halo round your head into a slip knot round your throat. And you, my friend, you were a dishonest man. Today you told me your simple truth just out of the blue, like you stopped wearing some old suits. And you, my friend, you used to be a petty thief. Today you gave me the gold from your teeth to offer all your victims compensation and relief. And you, my friend, you were an old infidel. Today it's all confetti, rice and wedding bells. See them toasting your speech, those guests at your feast. And you, my friend, well, you were never ever straight. Today it's all courtesy, pleasantries and grace, with a lick of sheer contentment across your ravaged face. While I was out there in the rain, snow and the frost, it only takes one of you to simply wander off and get the rest of the flock completely lost. I was out there in the rain, water dripping on my cloak. I offer you a glimmer, single glimmer of hope. It seems the patch you can't resist. It's always on a slope. Patch you can't resist. It's always on a slope. It seems the patch you can't resist. It's always on a slope. Patch you can't resist. It's always on a slope. Turns the halo round your head into a slit all round your throat. In Germany, before the war, there was a man who owned a store. In 1934, in Düsseldorf. And every night at 5:09, he'd cross the park down to the Rhine. He'd sit down at the shore. I'm looking at the river, but I'm thinking of the sea. I'm thinking of the sea. I'm thinking of the sea. I'm looking at the river, but I'm thinking of the sea. A little girl is lost her way, with hair of gold, with eyes of gray, reflected in his glasses as he watches her. A little girl has lost her way, with hair of gold, with eyes of gray, reflected in his glasses. I'm looking at the river, but I'm thinking of the sea. I'm thinking of the sea. I'm thinking of the sea. I'm looking at the river, but I'm thinking of the sea. We lie beneath an autumn sky, my little golden girl and I. But she lies very still, she lies very still. Thank you. This song is called An Act of Preservation. Don't remember much, I must confess, but I certainly remember you wore that dress. It's come to represent everything I miss about you. It was so simple, it was golden, it was green. It covered up a tattoo only I had seen. It held a magic power like a robe used for ceremony. When you put it on, it's like a ritual. A ritual deserving of a candle. Wrapped around you like a mist, barely there, just like a phantom. When you would walk, that dress, it sounded like it was whispering. If it could talk, it would say it was born for dancing. When it fell to the floor, when it was made fragrant, it wasn't lonely at all, no, 'cause it still held a hint of your fragrance. So when my heart's is just a war museum, when that dress is an antiquity, I will place it on a plinth as an act of preservation. I will place it on a plinth as an act of preservation. Ajeto. That's for the Slovakians who are watching. Ajeto. It's much more dangerous than it first appears, teetering on the edge of tears. It's quite an education, but it's no career, teetering on the edge of tears. I am the boy with the antlers on my head. Do you know what these are for? These are made for war. There a clearing in the forest. So you choose dusk or dawn. Bring it on, may 100 eyes bear witness while we both kick up a little dust. A little dust. May 100 eyes bear witness while my love crashes with your lost. With your love. I am the boy with the antlers on my head. As I told you once before, these are made for war or my survival. Relies on standing up, or I'll be preyed upon like a little fawn. May 100 eyes bear witness while we both kick up a little dust. A little dust. May 100 eyes bear witness while my love clashes with your lust. With your love. With your lust. With your lust. With your love. With your love. Thank you. 2, 3, 4. Photographs burning make a wonderful flame. Press clippings, they do much the same. Tonight you will regret you did not let me play Joan of Arc on Broadway. In a dazzling dress, yourself you're true, from the Hollywood sign in 1932. From all the other endings offered up to you, this one you had written and directed too. You're driving off a cliff in a luxury car. It's my favorite ex-child star. Who's that begging on the boulevard? Fatty Arbuckle with a bottle in a brown bag. Photographs taken by disgruntled ex-flame, cashing in on his brush with fame. When the makeup comes off, you look so plain. Joan of Arc on Broadway. You're walking down the aisle as a teenage bride. You liked it so much, you did it twice. Most people did not see the funny side. neither did Mr. McCarthy. You're driving off a cliff in a luxury car. It's my favorite ex-child star. Who's that begging on the boulevard? It's Fatty Arbuckle with a bottle in a brown bag. You're driving off a cliff in a luxury car. Who's it? It's my favorite ex-child star. Who's that begging on the boulevard? Fatty Arbuckle with a bottle in a brown bag. And that's too bad. Hey, that's too bad. Yeah. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what about something coming over us all? Well, let compassion rule with mercy, peace and love until there isn't a weapon to speak of. Just empty magazines and defused bombs. We've got the truth taking over the airwaves. Everybody puts some petty grudges away till there isn't an enemy to speak of. No limbo, no below, no in between, no above. Not a sign of the locusts or the plague of frogs. No killing each other in the name of the Lord. No interfering hand of the man in the cloth. Nothing to report, just love, love, love. I'm on a good ship now, good ship now. Baby, it doesn't matter how. I'm on a good ship now, good ship now. Enough room for you and everybody in town. Hey! La 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 la. Hey! La 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 la. Now here's Bob with the weather. He's got a magnetic song, high and low, and pressure says it's gonna be the same forever and ever. He said the things and the beginning of another. Said it. He said the things and the beginning of another. Said yeah, I'm on a good ship now, good ship now. Baby, it doesn't matter how. I'm on this good ship now, good ship now. Enough room for you and everybody in town. I'm on this good ship now, this good ship now. Baby, it doesn't matter how. I'm on this good ship now, good ship now. That's me at the stern and you at the bar. last time I saw Elizabeth, she had just given up her scam, a great one she had going, with a hospital crutch and a children's pram. And she spoke to me from where she lay there in the street. She said it's sympathy I received from the poor to the nouveau riche. But did you ever have the dream, you know the one I mean? The one where you forgot your shoes. You wake up in the street to find that it's real. Wake up in the street to find that it's true. Come on. Do you remember when the world was young and you ran this whole kingdom? Do you remember when the world was young and it was so in love with you, Elizabeth? Well, the first time I saw Elizabeth, she was at this opening so grand. She had a really difficult ribbon. She had a tiny blunt plastic scissors in her hand. She waved to me as if she was a queen, as I stood merrily in the melee of the poor and the nouveau riche. Did you ever have a dream, you know the one I mean? The one where you forgot your shoes. You wake up in the street, find that it's real. Wake up in the street, find that it's true. Come on. Do you remember when the world was young and you ran this whole kingdom? Do you remember when the world was young and it was so in love with you, Elizabeth? Come on. Do you remember when the world was young and you ran this whole kingdom? Do you remember when the world was young and it was so in love with you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth. Do you know my dad used to listen to you way back in 1992? I remember the day the tape just snapped. He would really love an autograph. I remember how he played you when he drove us to school. I remember how we used to sing along with you really, really loud as he dropped us off in his black VW Golf. We have a little brother too, but he's too young to remember you. For his generation, it's just not the same. It's all hip hop and computer games. It's all hip hop and computer games. What was the name of your really big tune? My dad used to really go bananas too. He bought it on the day he met my mum, who he left way back in 2001. We'd really, really, really love to catch a show, 'cause you're never, ever, ever on the radio. We didn't know that you were still going. We thought you would be really, really old. We have to run and catch a bus. But thanks very much for talking to us. Dad will have a heart attack when he sees this autograph. When he sees this autograph, yeah, yeah. Do you know my dad used to listen to you way back in 1992? 1992. Tonight the moon is a desk lamp, the world is at peace. Water bulging in bones and bells I haven't paid. Ever feel like a sailor who just swallowed the sea? I better leave before I'll be a happy zombie. I am the butterfly, I've shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly, shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly, shed my father's clothes. I am successfully a failure, but happy all in all. They say my instability is the reason I won't fall. No, no, I've never been lost, always knew my way home. But that vacancy of shoulders is the reason I have I am the butterfly, I've shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly, shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly, shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly. clothes. I am the butterfly. Shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly. Shed my father's clothes. I am the butterfly. Shed my father's clothes. Tonight the moon is a desk lamp, the world is a page. Wardrobes bulging with bones and bells I haven't paid. Ever feel like the sailor who just swallowed the sea? I better leave before I'll be a happy zombie. I am the butterfly, shed my father's clothes. 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 Thank you. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I said, oh Lord, while you do, she's arrived in the mama shoes, yeah. She's gonna kiss it and kill you. And she's arrived in the lava shoes. They tell me, oh Lord, while you do, she has an episode for boys like you. She's gonna make your stars unscrew when she arrives in lava shoes. But she's far too rich to eat. Tell her, too sweet to digest. Tell her this is what her heart. Tell her what's within the jail. Yes. She's a dog with no tail, no sense of direction. Slightly derailed, no skirt of affection. She's a dog with no tail, no sense of direction. Slightly derailed, but staying for breakfast. She's far too rich to eat. Tell her too sweet to digest. Tell her this is what her heart. Tell her what's within the jail. Yes. La da da doy, la da da doy, la da 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 doy.
Nous sommes chia, nous sommes chia, nous sommes chia 5 heures. Nous sommes chia, nous sommes chia, nous sommes chia 5 heures.
La 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 la. She's a dog with no tail, no sense of direction. Slightly derailed, no skirt of affection. She's a dog with no tail, no sense of direction. Slightly derailed, but staying for breakfast. She's far too rich to eat. Tell her, too sweet to digest. Tell her, and this is what her heart. Tell her, what's within the jail. Yes, she's far too rich to eat. Too sweet to digest. And this is what her heart. It was within the chain.
doy, doy, la da dan doy, la da dan da da dan da da dan doy, la da dan doy, doy, la da dan doy, la da dan da da dan da da dan doy.
Okay. I think maybe we started that song maybe a little bit fast. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna go about our business. It's fantastic to be playing shows again. Yeah, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is the last song. It's called Chocolate Factory.
Late July 43, found bones on the bowling green where your old house used to be. Wasn't really news to me. Well, you forgot what the priest just said. Hiding in the gorse on the old head, you would do your rosary as you walked along with me down by the river at the strawberry beds. Covered up the bunker with a children's playground, covered up the silo with a merry-go-round. Built a beautiful chocolate factory right on top of the family mound. For the rose garden in the old stone quarry, 5-star in the abattoir. Cleaned up the government with dirty money, built the city out of second-hand cars. I'm going out, don't watch the clock. I swear I'll bring you back a rock. You forgot what William said, never go drinking on an empty head. Should have guessed where this path led. I put the lies and the truth in a conjugal bed. While not exactly veterans or newlyweds, he had a lot in common when they got undressed. Covered up the bunker with a children's playground, covered up the silo with a merry-go-round. Built a big, bad, beautiful chocolate factory right on top of the family mound. Poured a rose garden in the old stone quarry, 5-star in the abattoir. Cleaned up the government with dirty money, built the city out of second-hand cars.
Thank you so much. Iwa, Slán.